Hi, everybody. I'm Susan Joy Simkins. I'm author of the book Divine Reversal that tells about my story of how God transformed and brought amazing out of devastation and how he changed my life around. And I'm here with my daughter, Amber. So this is Q&A with SNA. And this is the last a continuation of where we started last time, talking about different drafts of the book. And so last time we talked about the first draft of the book. And so if you haven't gotten that YouTube video, I invite you to go back and look at it. But here we're going to move on and talk about the second draft of the book.
And for the record, I just want to say, I just noticed now, we did not plan the colors. The apple isn't far from the tree. I just noticed we're basically wearing the same color. We know what looks good on us, but we did not plan that. That's creepy. We do that sometimes, where we both call each other and we have the same thing, but it's weird. It's like a twin connection, but yeah, it happened.
And your shirt matches those flowers in back too. So
I know, all around. I know the colors that look good around me. But I guess now we're doing a continuation because we did get some comments that were like, okay, because in the last video we talked about the first draft and people were like, okay, cool. And then people just wanted to know what the second draft was like for both of us. And I guess, so where we left off was I basically told you about the first draft. For some reason, I don't even know still to this day how I knew to say this, not knowing anything really about my life. But I was like, Mom, you didn't put the details in there. You didn't quite say what happened. So you didn't tell anything, basically. It was just yeah, I went through some stuff and here I am now, and I was like, okay, so what about the stuff that you went through? And then I guess then you started and the second draft was way different.
Right, yeah, because I basically had to tell the story of I told the earlier part about my life before I got to Evansville. But then after that, after we moved from St. Thomas to Southern Indiana when I was 14, I kind of glossed over that and picked up at, Purdue when I did my undergrad and left all that out.
Which it's if that was a movie, you skipped over the drama, you skipped over the intrigue and the things that keep the viewers entertained. You skipped over that.
Well, I mean, the reality was I was never going to go there. And I had no intention of going there at all when I started writing. I was just going to write about the earlier part of my story. And so, yeah, I had never planned on going there. And if you had told me that I was going to have to go there, I would not have written the first word. I'm convinced of that because it was too private and it was too shameful. And even after the healing that I had achieved, I still was not comfortable at all going there. And again, if anybody had told me that I was, to go there other than you, I wouldn't have even listened. I'm pretty convinced. But because it was you, of all people, Amber, we both know that you don't like to share a lot of stuff. You're a very private person. And so to have you say, oh my goodness, you got to tell all. And I was like, what? So it was the shock of the book. I mean, that is the biggest shock that I had in writing the book was your reaction to the first draft. And then to have to pray about it really, because I was upset. I did not want to go.
I was gonna say, yeah, what was that like when I told you? Especially because you were not expecting that, and I still believe that was divinely, I don't think I was speaking, because like you said, I do not want people all up in my business like that. And to be fair, at that point, we weren't thinking that you were going to write this to be published. You were kind of just writing it, we weren't anywhere near getting to the market, but just the fact that you were writing it was something, because it had never been written. And yeah, and the fact that I said that, I don't think that those were not my words. I don't know what came over me, or like, I am truly convinced about that. But then you, who were not expecting that, like who was not expecting that, what was that like? You were shocked. You were shocked.
I was absolutely shocked. I remember after that conversation, I remember it well. It was an evening conversation. I had left a meeting to take your call. And I just left. I was speechless, after I got off the phone with you, and I just sat there like completely
stunned,
flabbergasted. I was like, wow, because I was fully expecting you to say, I'm not comfortable, cut this out, you say too much. And for you to say, you really haven't even started, and this is not your story. And what you have done is misrepresented, the story, and you've got to go there, and you've got to tell this thing. And I don't want to tell it. And if I'd known I'd have to tell this, I wouldn't have signed up for writing anything. I was somewhat angry, really. And I was angry, not at you, but I was angry at God, of like, look, you're roping me in this thing, and these are not my terms, and I didn't sign up for this, and this is not in the contract, and and I was so mad. I was really flipping mad, and I didn't want to have to do it, by and large.
Which is so funny, because like where your anger, like where you were angry, my anger did not even begin. Like you were angry at that time, which is so funny. Like God knows everything, but like I didn't even begin my anger hardly yet, because I had not read the second draft, and you knew so much, like whatever. But I think we'll talk about that, my anger and our response back and forth in the next video. So stay tuned to our viewers. If you're not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe. All our videos that we release here, if you're subscribed, you'll be the first to know. If you're not subscribed to our mailing list, you can visit our webpage, divinereversal.com, where you can subscribe there, and our subscribers there are the first to know about our new events, our new videos, our new blogs, all of that information. Comment below if there's things that you would like us to talk about. If you're listening to our conversations and hear topics that you'd like us to address, whether they be for my mom or for me, let us know, and we'll talk to you in our next video.
See ya. Bye.